So let's get to the big one. Let's get to the movie that everyone has dubbed the greatest Batman movie ever. And that is The Dark Knight. All I can say is I am mostly inclined to agree with everyone else. It is a fantastic Batman movie. It is one of the best in my opinion, especially for the modern times. And basically I can't really review this that well. All I can do is, a lot of people are going to ask me the question, what do you prefer? Do you prefer Tim Burton's Batman? In fact, I'll just get them quickly. 2 secs. Oh, should be. The problem of not editing my videos. Do I prefer The Dark Knight Rises over Batman? And now, really, I kind of agree with the nostalgia critic in some cases. If you haven't seen it, you can check out his old versus new of these two films. And I kind of agree with the nostalgia critic in some aspects and disagree with other ones. So I'll go quickly over them because everyone's going to ask me the question, who do you prefer? What one's better? This one or this one? Do you think Burton done a better job than Nolan? Let me just get that out of the way right here, right now. Firstly, let's get the big one out of the way. Who do I prefer? Do I prefer Michael Keaton as Batman or Christian Bale as Batman? I've said this in my Batman review. Michael Keaton has done a fantastic Batman. He didn't do a great Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. If you're going to be doing a Batman film, you need to get both roles right. You need to get Batman right and Bruce Wayne. In my opinion, Batman's the main character, Bruce Wayne's the mask. That's my opinion. So, as I said, I've made it abundantly clear that I liked Keaton as Batman. I think he's done an absolutely fantastic Batman. Bale, on the other hand, done a pretty damn good Bruce Wayne in my opinion. Definitely better than Keaton. As Batman, however, I think he done a good enough job, but for me, he it's mainly the biggest thing for me is the voice. How can you do that voice? Get at me! Look at me! Look at me! Yeah, I'm sorry, Bale. It's like a kid trying to be Batman, and that's the major problem I have with Bale's Batman, is the voice. You can barely understand him most of the time, and I love the spoof with the interrogation spoof, if you haven't seen it, where basically it takes absolute mickey out of it, which I love. And I think Keaton did do a bit of a better job as Batman, if I'm going to be honest, but not much as Bruce Wayne. But there's one thing that neither actor got right: the Bat glare. And for those that have watched Batman animated series or Justice League know what I'm talking about. The eyes are the most important bit for me for Batman. Is when you look at Batman's eyes and he's interrogating basically a bad guy, that bad guy looks into his eyes and instantly goes, I'll tell you anything, because it's the Bat glare. It's something that's iconic with Batman in my opinion, and in my opinion no actor has yet to perfect that. And once an actor comes out and perfects the Bat glare, that will be my favourite Batman, because Keaton came close in my opinion. He played it much more the intimidation Batman, while Bale kind of played it more of the aggressive Batman, like dangling a person off the fucking roof with his hand. And I don't know, like, it's difficult to say which one I prefer, but if I'm going to be honest, Bale does a good Bruce Wayne and does an okay Batman. Keaton does do a better Batman, but doesn't do a good Bruce Wayne in my opinion. So in my opinion, it's a toss-up. I love them both, but if I had to pick, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be, I prefer the Batman in this one, mainly because of the voice in this one. I'm sorry, Bale. Whoever said that was a good voice to use for Batman, slap them. Go crazy on them, because it's horrible. It's like a kid trying to pretend to be Batman. And, of course, there's the question, of course, who's better? Is Nicholson or Ledger? I think I'm going to have to just basically flat out say what one I prefer. I'm sorry, I prefer Ledger. I prefer Ledger as Joker because it's it's the realistic Joker that I envisioned. He comes nigh near spot on, for my opinion, for a live action Joker in my opinion. He gets the voice, he gets the character, he gets the personality in my opinion. And I was like everyone, when it came out that Heath Ledger was going to be playing the Joker, I was like, No, that'll never work. That'll never work. I sat down in the cinema, and as soon as he fucking came on screen and started doing Joker, I was like, I love you. And by the way, when I saw The Dark Knight, I actually didn't know he died. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he died. I was like, I can't wait to see him in more Batman films. And then of course someone turned around and went, you do realise he's dead? And I went, what? I didn't know he died until after I saw The Dark Knight. So yeah, my apologies to my condolences to him and his family. But yeah, I honestly prefer The Dark Knight's Joker because I think he got it down near enough perfect in my opinion. Nicholson's Joker, on the other hand, is definitely more the comic book Joker in my opinion, because this was before the animated series. This is definitely more the comic book Batman Joker basically. But the biggest selling point for me that sells Heath Ledger as Joker for me is we don't know his origin. That, in my opinion, is a major part of Joker's character. We do not know where Joker came from, and not only do we not know where Joker came from in The Dark Knight, he makes it apparent that he's just ahead of the curve, that we are all going to be like him one day. Nicholson one is just an absolute fucking nut job. Heath Ledger's one sells it. He makes you believe that he's meant to be here. He's meant to exist. That's what he's trying to get across in that, and I think he does it spot on in my opinion. And I don't think there will be another actor anytime soon that will actually do a better role than Ledger as a realistic Joker. And I prefer him over Nicholson, but Nicholson does do an absolutely fantastic comic book Joker. Ledger does an absolutely fantastic realistic Joker, and for me personally, I prefer the realistic Joker. We still haven't got the perfect Joker though, the one that's right in the middle that I'm hoping they do in the reboot. But I loved him, I absolutely enjoy Ledger in my opinion, not because he's dead, but because I think he did do a better job, man. I preferred Ledger over Nicholson before I found out Ledger had died from Oxycontin. So I prefer Ledger if I'm going to be honest. And I think he does that fantastically in my opinion. And he's one of my favourite, he's one of the main reasons that I kind of prefer this film over this one, because of the Joker in this one is fantastically well done. I'm going to get to other parts, but let me just say one thing. Let me just get the biggest thing out of the way. The theme for this is a million times better than the theme from this. The da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. The Danny Elfman theme is perfect. That should be in this. I don't care who you are, Nolan. You should have said, can I get the Danny Elfman theme? Because that is the theme that I know as Batman. So the music in this one, for especially Danny Elfman, is better than the music in this one. I know people love the theme for this one, but I prefer this one. This one was perfect. This one, on the other hand, was not. I prefer the Danny Elfman Batman theme. It's fantastically well done and well thing. Let me just get to my overall problems I got with The Dark Knight. And I actually don't have that many problems with The Dark Knight. There are a couple issues I've got, but they're mainly nitpicks. The biggest problem I have with The Dark Knight is Two-Face. Two-Face has always been my second slash third favourite Batman villain. Number one being the Joker, number two being Mr. Freeze. And I'm going to have to get to this in part 3, so I'll see you in a moment.